Delicious.
Good morning, Tom Spellman with Dave Wilson Nursery. I'm here with some of my best friends and apple growers, Ed Livo, Kevin Hauser, and we're picking apples today at our project in Irvine, California for an apple tasting that we're going to conduct tomorrow morning on Saturday, October 26th. Now, one of the unique things about this project is all of the varieties in this program are high chill recommended varieties. They're varieties that are rated anywhere from 500 to over 1,100 chill hours. And they're here on the Irvine Ranch, and they're all growing in an area that usually gets less than 200 chill hours per year. This is a great variety here. This is one called Waltana. And this is an old Albert Eder variety from about 100 years ago that was hybridized up in Northern California. And it's proven to be one of our winners down here. It has a great set, it has a great texture and consistency, it has a great flavor, and something that nobody ever considered could be grown in a Southern California climate, we're succeeding with. So one of the things I'd like to point out about this project is 100% organic. In fact, this project is a no spray project, not even with an organic spray. We've never used any sprays on these trees. So occasionally we'll have an issue. This apple variety right here happens to have some San Jose scale on it, which is just a very tiny mining scale. It does a little bit of damage to the exterior of the fruit, but you'll notice that when you cut the fruit open, that damage goes away. It's just right on the peel. And the flavor, true apple flavor, absolutely delicious. This variety right here is an old European variety called Bella de Bosco. And it's one that's been known in Europe. They use it in England, they use it through France. It's just been a wonderful variety, and it's proven itself very, very productive in this project. A little bit of yellow on the shoulder. Nice crunchy texture. Great sugar to acid balance. I love it. Melrose. Isn't that a beautiful color? It's one that really gets a nice bright red color out here in the collection. It's one of those varieties that you can use for fresh eating. You can use it for baking. It's becoming a very popular apple in the cider industry right now. So I was really happy to see this one so productive in our project and so successful here in low chill Orange County. This is Mead's Kernel. This is, in many people's opinion, one of the best apples out there. It's grown all over the East Coast and throughout the Midwest. It has a nice russeted color to the exterior, and a nice, white, maybe light, even golden color to the interior. Very nice variety. It's done really well in this collection. This variety is one of the columnar apple varieties called Scarlet Sentinel. So when it's fully ripe, a little later on, it'll have a nice kind of a red, pinkish blush color to the interior. Not quite there yet, but the flavor's pretty good. These columnar varieties are rated as very high chill, but the Scarlet Sentinel and the variety North Pole have both done great in this collection. So another alternative for some of the Southern California growers, you can grow these in containers. They're going to be a small tree. They're never going to get very big. In fact, you could keep this tree at this very size and never let it get any larger than it is right now. It's going to live for 20 or 30 years and give you good quality fruit every year. This variety is one of my favorites out of the program. It's not one of the higher chill varieties. I think we rated it about 500 hours, but it's Red Fuji, or what we call BC2 Fuji. It's one of the original Fuji hybrids that was brought into California. And as you can see, it really seems to develop a nice red color, more so than the old original Fuji. This was one that was developed more for market use. They wanted a red apple in the market. They didn't like the oddball colors of the original Fujis, but this one has every bit as good a flavor. In fact, in our taste tests at Dave Wilson Nursery over the years, Red Fuji has rated just slightly higher than original Fuji. I'm really happy this variety is doing well here. I think it's a great addition to backyard growers all over Southern California. Once they know they can grow this, they're going to want to put it in. This variety is one that's been very controversial in this project. This is one that people laughed at me when I told them I was going to plant Golden Delicious in central Orange County and try and experiment with it. It's been very successful. It's produced a good crop 4 years in a row now. So 4 years out of 6 years in the ground. And the fruit quality is really good. It's as good as anything you're going to buy in the market. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. There's no comparison to this and what you're going to buy in the market. This is 10 times better. And you can grow it in your backyard in Orange County. Another one of the controversial varieties in this project is this one right here, Golden Russet. Everybody told me that Golden Russet doesn't produce in Southern California. We've had a good crop on it every single year since the second year in the ground. It's another one of those very diverse fruits. You can use it for fresh eating. It has a wonderful crunchy texture. You can use it for baking. You can make applesauces. It is a great variety for the cider industry. They're trying to buy everything they can buy to incorporate this variety into blended and single variety ciders. So for all you cider guys out there, we've got some varieties that nobody's ever considered here in Southern California before that I think you'll be real happy with in your collection. This is a variety that I've only been familiar with for about 4 years. It wasn't one of the original varieties in the project, but we top worked it over. This is a variety called King David, and it's an old-fashioned variety. It's been around for many years. It definitely has some Arkansas Black in the parentage, but it doesn't have that real firm texture like Arkansas Black has. You can actually take a bite out of King David. And I didn't thin it, so the fruit's a little bit on the small side, but the flavor is just incredible, and it's shown a real adaptability to the Southern California climate. So this is one that we actually, after my results here a couple of years ago, we actually put the variety into production at the nursery, and we've sent out our first couple of crops of it. This will be our second year of selling the King David tree in January 2020. And I think it's going to be a real winner in Southern California. I think it's produced not only here, but it's produced well for my friend Kevin Hauser out in Riverside. It's been a good producer up in the high desert in Southern California for many years. So this is a fun variety. And one of the things that I like to do as a nurseryman is I like to look at some of these old-fashioned varieties that kind of fell out of popularity for one reason or another, and reevaluate those attributes and reintroduce the varieties. So this is one of our reintroductions, King David. So this morning we were able to pick about 14 varieties from the collection of 30. There were the varieties where we had enough fruit that we could sample, and the varieties that were ripe this early in the season. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I think we're going to have a great group here, and we're really going to enlighten some people as to what they can do in their backyards with good, quality, flavorful apples in Southern California.